Good morning, guys. I am just across from my Airbnb at this really adorable coffee shop called Qlowdy, and got myself a mocha latte because they actually had oat milk, no matcha, but that's okay. I'm in this beautiful traditional space here. It's just upstairs on the second floor. And yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful view. Alright guys, I figured I have some time, so I wanted to just come here to chat. But honestly, this trip has been so therapeutic, so healing, and my heart is just so full. I feel like I'm walking out of this trip, not like a different person, but a better version of myself. And I think everything that I've challenged myself to do over the last year and a half, I've really just come to peace with, solitude and traveling to another country by yourself, and, going to restaurants to eat by yourself, going to coffee shops by yourself, shopping by yourself, like just doing everything by yourself. It's not easy. And for some reason on this trip, it just felt so effortless for me, and I felt so happy doing it. This trip has been so healing for the soul, and I'm so grateful that I went on this trip. It just means I'm that much more excited for the next Asia travel adventures. Usually on trips, I find that by the 2-week mark, I'm quite exhausted, but this trip has been so healing to the point where I don't feel that at all. And yeah, there's a lot to be grateful for, and I'm very excited to see what's to come. Honestly, the highlights of this trip is like wandering the streets and just finding beautiful things, stumbling upon beautiful places, stumbling on beautiful coffee shops, and just enjoying. I am such a type A planner, so of course I have a full spreadsheet of things and restaurants. However, I'm able to go with my own schedule, and if I'm walking by a place and I see a really beautiful restaurant or coffee shop, yeah, I'm gonna stop in and enjoy a drink and maybe a pastry. So yeah, it's been so amazing, and I hope you guys are enjoying this trip with me. I am so excited to share absolutely everything about this trip. But for now, I am gonna start my day. So cheers. So I'm just at the fish market, and people here are so nice and helpful. Yeah, so I was saying everyone was super helpful. I was looking for a specific type of fish. I wanted to eat rockfish. So one of the ladies helped me. All right, so I just got directed to the restaurant and I'm so excited. I really wanted to check this off my list of things to eat. But yeah, basically I went downstairs, picked out a fish, and you can kind of bargain there too. And they were nice enough to give me a pretty good discount. And then they're gonna prep the fish and bring it up to you. So now I'm just sitting at the restaurant and waiting for my meal. So this is Korean raw fish. You can eat it many ways. You can do it as a wrap. You can eat it like sashimi style and dip it in soy sauce. It is so good with a little bit of wasabi. It gives just a little bit of a kick. So this has like a lot firmer texture than other fish that I've tried. I'm just gonna dip it in the sauce and then add some of the herbs. And then they also give you wasabi. So I'm gonna do a little bit of wasabi. And then one bite. I actually like eating it both ways. I'm gonna do another wrap. 감사합니다. That was such a satisfying meal, and it only cost 5,000 won for them to prepare everything and give you all the garnishes and veggies. So honestly, I thought it was a pretty good deal. All right, so that's a wrap for the fish market, and now I'm gonna head to the next spot. Taking transit in Seoul is just like so convenient. So also kind of therapeutic. Let's go. There's like an antique street and I just want to check out all the vintage stuff. So here I am. I will say Itaewon is like honestly a little bit sketch. For lunch, I am at Kalguksu Alley, and I've been here before. For starters, they gave us soup, kimchi, and some cold noodle. I ordered just the classic Kalguksu. So here it is, a delicious, simple meal in a really tight alleyway, but this is the vibe. Just finished eating. But the food doesn't stop here. I had to stop at this really popular place for these buns, and it's so amazing to see how much a business has grown over the years. I remember coming to Korea in 2016, and they were not as huge with a massive assembly line for making these buns. Okay, so these are like fresh. It's like super, super hot. Oh my gosh. The bun is so soft and there's so much filling inside. 10 out of 10. I'm currently in Myeongdong right now, braving the crowd because I'm looking for earrings for my mom. She wants some pearl earrings. So I'm at Nunu right now, which is earring accessory heaven. And yeah, I'm gonna try to find her some earrings. I just stumbled upon a Hello Kitty store, so I am checking it out now. I think that officially concludes everything for today. I didn't intend to be in Myeongdong for so long, but I am gonna have a mugwort ice cream hot dog. So we'll see how that goes. So I got mugwort ice cream and hot dog. So I'm just gonna eat this while I go home. So the great thing about Seoul is the fact that it's so busy and there's so many people walking around. You actually feel super safe. And I've been going out late, like a lot later than this. Like I would get home at like midnight sometimes and I'm still strolling by myself. And yeah, I think this is like one of the things I'm gonna miss is just like the safety and just like not worrying about belongings. You know, people don't really steal here. So I'm taking a nice long stroll back to the hotel. It's about like a 30-minute walk, but good morning, everyone. Currently at Bucheon Village right now and gonna take some really good photos and explore the more traditional side of Seoul. It's about 10:15 right now, and I highly recommend coming right at 10 or, you know, the earliest bits of it because it gets pretty busy. There's a lot of tours. If you want to get some really good photos and just have a more peaceful experience here, I would recommend coming a lot earlier. We came across Grand Hand, which is another candle and perfume store. I love the simplicity of this brand. I fell in love with the scent Marine Orchid that I had to get the perfume and the candle version. Also stopped in Suwasu, and this is probably the most beautiful store I've been in so far on this trip. With any purchase, you get the tea and snack experience, so there's some dried fruit, and you can enjoy it in their tea room, which was really beautiful as well. We are at the Gwangjang market, and if you've watched the Netflix show, then you definitely recognize this lady here who makes really great Kalguksu. This spot is definitely very busy though. A lot of tourists frequent here. However, it is still very efficient. We didn't have to wait very long for a table, and the noodles were made fresh to order. It had a really nice soft texture to it, and the mandus are definitely a must try when you're here. Just finished eating, and honestly, Gwangjang Market is still super affordable. Our bowl of Kalguksu was 8,000 won. So I think for people who are saying that it was super touristy and they jacked up the price, I feel like still a good opportunity to support the market. This was one of the places I really wanted to visit, and if you watch Singles Inferno, you would know that Jinsuk has a cafe in Gangnam, and so I decided to check it out. Unfortunately, I did not see him, but I love the dessert, and it was a nice little pick-me-up for the rest of the day. So I am currently walking through Seoul Forest again, but the cherry blossoms are basically gone. So there's not much left to see, but I actually got some prescription glasses. So I'm actually heading there to pick it up. Might do a little bit of cafe hopping because it's such a beautiful area. All right, it got pretty nice out, so I took off my trench coat. But right now, I'm either gonna go to a coffee shop or I'm gonna shop around. Alright guys, we are at a raw marinated crab place, and this is Michelin guided, so really excited to have that. Haven't had raw crab on this trip yet, so I ordered the soy marinated crab set, and it came with salad soup. You got a little bit of pancake, so you get a little bit more food. Here I am, super excited to eat this raw crab. I really enjoyed the presentation, and the raw crab was really fresh. My one comment is I actually wouldn't mind the raw crab to be a little bit saltier. Felt like it wasn't as flavorful as I wanted to. Yeah, here I am just being a complete klutz once again. But overall, it was a really great experience. It is a more high-end restaurant vibe since it is Michelin guided, but it was good to try. The best part was mixing the rice into the crab head. Unfortunately, in Calgary, when you order raw crab, they don't give you the head part, so that was a bonus. And to end off the night, I went to the Olive Young flagship store. This was such an aesthetic store, but surprisingly, they didn't have a ton of inventory. I think it's because everyone anticipates to come here to do most of their Olive Young shopping. So I highly recommend actually going to other locations to pick up certain products because they were sold out of quite a bit that I wanted to buy. Hi everyone, so currently at the restaurant where they filmed Queen of Tears. I took a few cute photos to replicate one of the scenes. So time to eat. Damage was definitely done today, so I had a lot of things on my list and I managed to get most of them knocked off. We're just gonna have a late night snack, konbini snack. So yeah, this is the best late night snack courtesy of Asian convenience stores. I got cup noodles, ramen and egg, tteokbokki, and even sausage. I'm gonna enjoy this meal and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my final day in Seoul and it is my skincare treatment day, so I just found a coffee shop nearby and I'm just enjoying the last bit of the cafe culture here. I went to Muse Clinic for all my injectables as well as skincare treatments. I will say that if you're looking for a more catered skincare treatment, this spot might not be for you. This clinic is great if you know exactly what you want to get done. They do recommend a few options, but you're really not getting that doctor-patient care, in my opinion. But overall, since I knew exactly what treatments I wanted, I felt like the experience was very smooth and I loved the results. Oh my gosh, that was such a struggle to get here. I actually missed my express train because I booked it for 3:30, but I was doing skin treatments and it took forever with traffic to get back to the hotel to pick up my luggage. So I made it for the 4:10 and thank God it was only like $3 to be added to the next train, but I am on my way to the airport. Seoul has been so good. Thank you so much for following me on my Seoul travel journey. I will see you in the next video.